as much as I don't want to say it, Friday the 13th for me is absolutely fantastic, but sometimes technical difficulties do play up and I blame the planets for it. So, Crystal, are you there? Okay, let me just wait for a few minutes. We are having... Okay. Looks like, unfortunately, Crystal has dropped off. Is Dee there?
Hello? Yeah, hi.
Hello, Dee.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Dee. Good.
Hi.
How are you? So you're from beautiful British Columbia. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What time is it over there at the moment?
It is 7:20.
Ah, perfect. You're in summer at the moment. I'm really jealous, just to let you know. Now, now, did you want to go psychic or mediumship, Dee?
Well, I'm looking for, I think it's psychic because I want a prediction.
Okay, cool. All right. So let me just, you've got a couple of questions. Just give me, I'll leave you with that. I don't feel like it's just one. I feel like you've got a couple of things. The first thing is stop holding yourself back from traveling. I feel like there's a travel bug coming in, or you've always got itchy feet. Would that make sense with you?
Yeah, it does, but I just need to save up for it. I've been wanting to go to England for a very long time. So.
Oh, I did see it, but I didn't say it, but that's fine. I'll leave that and I'll put that back I'll let that go through to the keeper. But I just want to say itchy feet, and I do want to say I feel like you're going back home. Now, have you been there before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, I feel like you're going to be over there and
maybe
you'll feel
not
like
in
it's
this
home.
life. Maybe not in this
No.
life.
Yeah, I just feel like you're going to go over and I feel like you're going to be home. It's just that reference. But I don't feel like you're going to stick to England. I feel like you're going up north. But I do feel like there's a bit of an Irish connection there as well. So is there Irish on mum's side of the family?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Because I just feel like there's something...
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Are you asking me if my family was Irish?
Yeah, I was just wondering, is there Irish on mum's side of the family?
No, there's not.
Okay. All right. I just feel like there's Ireland or there's some sort of reference to Irish on that side. So I'll leave that with you. Okay. So, but yes, definitely there's a big travel question mark over your head, and I feel like it's going to be either by the end of the year, start of next. But there's definitely a reference to that. I also want to say please be open to a workplace environment change as well.
Yeah.
So is that work question? Is
my
that what
parents weren't happy about that. I've been wanting to do film or television. I just need to get called, and my parents are worried that it won't be long term. But I can always find another job if it doesn't work out. So
I just want to say there's opportunities coming up in September for you. So have you been putting yourself out there in the last 3 to 4 months for this?
I've been waiting because I've been told it'll pick up. So, but I've been being in contact with a few people here and there. So
yeah, because I just want to say in the last 3 to 4 months, there's been a lot of, for you, marketing yourself or doing the hard yards, like walking the beat. Like there's some sort of reference to doing the hard yards, because I know in August, September, I feel like that's where it's going to start happening for you. Now, it's interesting. There's something about a Tiffany box. Now, do you have Tiffany boxes around your house, like Tiffany & Co.?
No.
Good. Okay. No, the only reason why I ask because Spirit have actually given me a Tiffany's box. So this is where I want to say when you see a Tiffany's box. Now, this could be in the flesh. It could be on a sign. It could be in a magazine. But I just want to make reference to when you see the Tiffany box, you will know that things are going to start improving around the work environment because there's opportunities coming up.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay. And I really feel like August, September.
Work opportunities? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
no, that's fine.
Work, be creative?
Yes. It's like I want to say it's Oh, wow, because you've worked for this for so long. I just want to say that you've always had this in you ever since you were a little girl. You've either had the creative being in front or behind, and I know you said that you wanted to do acting or you want to do, like, production, but there's something about both on one side and the other, but I just want to make reference to there's opportunities like August, September. I cannot bypass that. So just it's like holding on to your hats, and it's interesting because unfortunately the industry is a little bit fickle, but people on the outside don't really see how much really it goes into doing things, if that makes sense with this.
No, I know that. I've seen it.
Yeah. And this is why I want to say mum and dad may look at it and go, but it's not. It obviously it's not in their vocabulary or not in their sort of field of what a job is, but to understand it, I sort of understand where you're coming from, because what I do is also not like the norm. So I sort of not put it in the same category, but understand, if that makes sense. So, but I do feel that you've done the work, and I do want to say you've been hitting the pavement, but something's happened 2 to 3 months ago that will definitely start to come into fruition for you, Dee, if that makes sense. Okay, and so that's what I want to make reference to. Now, do you have a partner as well?
No, I'm looking for one. That was my main hope.
Thank you, because I feel like there's one just around the corner for you. Now, I do want to say probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I also want to say whether or not you've already met them or you're about to meet them, but there's just that reference of already knowing them in your peripheral vision. I just want to say not right in front of you, but just on the outskirts. And I do want to say that he's very much of a gentleman. I know it's interesting. I don't know if he's around the place at the moment, but I do feel like he does travel. So there's a reference to that around him. But I do want to say it will be like a chance meeting. Now, thank you. They're showing me the movie Serendipity. So have you seen that with, I think it's John Cusack?
I've meant to watch it, but I heard it's like really nice and romantic.
Yeah. So maybe just watch that, but you'll see what I mean about how things like you bump into someone and then you end up having coffee 2 days later. There's just that reference around you. Okay, Dee?
Okay.
But I do want to say, please take the opportunity to travel. I feel like you're just going to go and do it. Now, I'm getting a bit of a wrap-up here, Dee, so I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you so much for calling in. If you have any more questions, or if anyone who's listening, if they've got any questions, you can contact me at Geordie Jane's Psychic Medium on my Facebook page or geordiejanes.com.au. But Dee, thank you so much for calling in today and allowing me to read for you.
Thank you.
And take that leap of faith and just go travel, because you'll love the UK. I haven't been, but I'm hanging to go. So I'm waiting for that to come through. So, Dee, thank you so much. And just be aware of the beautiful, gorgeous man that you bump into in the street with a big smile on my face. All right. Thanks, Dee. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a lovely week, and I will catch you all next week. Bye.
Hi, I'm Dean, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now back to A1R on the air. Psychic Talk Radio, now on Moonstruck TV, enlightening television.
Hello everyone, this is me, Fiona, Vision Media Miami Power, and of course tonight is Addict Advice Show. And I have my beautiful, gorgeous angel channel 888 Psychic Medium and Addict Advice, my best friend. Hello lady, how are you doing?
Hello, beautiful. I'm wonderful. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. So it's very hot here. So it's really hot, but spicy.
Hope you're cutting out on me, darling.
So how about you? How's it going there?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Summer's been beautiful. Spending a lot of time on the water. I really recommend everyone do that right now. Just, you know, we're in this really, really great energy. Water is always something that's like a cleansing agent. And, you know, utilize that good energy with being around water, you know, like even like, especially you're probably by that ocean and everything. So that's really good. But, you know, wherever you are, lakes, rivers, you know, oceans, spend time there and be out in the sun for a bit, recharge, re-energize yourself. Like it's a really good time to do that.
Of course. So, Angel, how was everything in the past couple of days? I mean, like 4th of July, I received a lot of calls actually on Avid about, I had a date, but like about almost 10 days ago, but the guy never called me back. And what is going on, Fiona? Why he's not answering my phone? Why he did not take me back? And I was like, gorgeous, this man or this woman trying to play game with your mind. Stop communicating with her and him immediately. So he was like, really sure about that, because he told me that, oh, you are so stunning, you're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. Well, that is exactly what all guys with the game plan will do your mind.
Right. Exactly. And it's funny that you say that. You know, I've been getting a lot to that as well. You know, people right now, you know, you have to be confident about ourselves. You know, you have to feel good about yourself when you are in situations like that. People are always going to possibly, you'll run into situations where somebody's going to shake up your confidence. And you know, these guys with the, you know, seemingly so interested, and then it kind of seems like they fizzle away, is, you know, that's your time to really pull back into the awesome, beautiful being that he told you that you are, right? Just because he's silent for a bit, you start to think, I'm not that person, and that's really not true at all. You know, so don't let people shake you out of your boat and rock you so much, is what I really feel like everyone's kind of going through, is a little bit of that shake and that confidence as well.
Yeah, and you know what the cool things, I mean, those guys, they know, like ladies who are beautiful, they kind of get used to, you know, receiving a comment as, oh, how gorgeous you are, oh, you have a beautiful body, beautiful lips, beautiful eyes, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But those guys actually know exactly what to do with the beautiful girls who catch her. It's like they never mention anything about their beauty. They never say anything about their beauty, and they just kind of and that makes this girl feel like, what is going on? Why he did not even comment about my beauty, which I used to? And that is going to be the way that they're fishing you, get you into the relationship with someone that maybe is going to be too egoistic, too selfish, and always going to have some manpower in your relationship. So for you girls, if you are beautiful and always receiving the good things from guys, this is you're stunning, you're this and that, but the guys that you are dating, completely quiet, not saying anything, and you beg indirectly, something to me. And that means that this guy is playing with your mind.
Right, exactly. And that's where it's like you have to be aware that they're playing with your mind, and that's where you need to pull back into your senses and be that confident in knowing that is what is going on, so that you don't start to spiral into a path of, I don't know anything, you know, I'm not good enough, and you start to panic inside, and you lose all your power. You lose all your power right there.
Exactly.
That is the cause of it, and it causes you to feel like you're stuck when really you're not stuck at all. You know.
By the way. Okay, gorgeous. Now I have Gigi from Orange County, California. Hello, Gigi. How are you this morning? And you have Angel Channel 888, and you are listening to Adding Advice Show. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, Gigi. Can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
Awesome, Gigi.
I have a
welcome
question.
to Adding Advice Show.
Okay, it's hard for me to hear you. I don't know why, but the voices keep bouncing.
Okay.
My question tonight is about a living situation. My lease is up, and I want to know if I'm going to be able to make it out in time, or if I can get an extension. I've got some rushed uncertainties right now.
Gigi, can I have your date of birth, my love?
July 17th.
Okay, 1 second, hon.
Okay.
Well, you are going to stay. There is no moving right now at the moment. There is extension and also continuing to have the lease at least for 6 months from now. There is no rush. But this place is not going to be a permanent place for you, so you're definitely going to change the place. But not now.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Do you have me on speaker?
Well, no, I think I have you. I can hear you easily, but I don't know what is that. Okay, let's just like say it again. You are going to stay, and you are not going to go anywhere right now at the moment until 6 months.
I don't have the funds for that.
Okay, but that's what I can see, that you are not going to move. So the move is not going to happen. You're going to stay. Because when I'm asking your Pentagon, is giving me 3 blocks of moving or going away from the place, the area that you are right now today. It's not going to be any move.
Oh gosh, I can't hear that. I didn't hear any of that.
Oh wow. Oh, I don't know what's going on, honey. I don't know.
Okay, so when I said I didn't have the funds.
Yeah.
Right.
How can I stay?
You're stable where you are. You feel unstable is all that it is, okay? It's the way that this is showing up. So what's underneath you is thinking like you're being pushed out or you don't have the funds to stay. You can't get this extension, okay? Because the thing is, the first thing that Fiona saw was that you're not moving, and that is the same thing that is showing up for me. I get your energy of staying put where you are. And so even though you feel or think in your mind logically, like I can't stay, I have to go, and I don't have somewhere to go, know that this is being sorted out for you anyways, okay, from a spiritual level. So know that, you know, in asking for spiritual help, praying, know that something is being formulated for you already to resolve this situation for you, all right, darling? Like, because like I say, same thing with Fiona, you weren't in a movement energy, so you're not moving, or you know, from where you are right now.
I have to give my answer tomorrow.
Did you try to negotiate with them to get extension?
She actually said that if I was going to stay, that I needed to sign another 6-month lease. However, I don't know that I'm going to continue to be able to have that amount of money every month.
Right.
That's exactly what I saw, Gigi. 6 months.
Yes, I know.
Extension.
Right. You will have the money for it, all right? You will be supported financially to stay in that same place.
Wow.
I know it doesn't feel like it right now. I know you're thinking there's no way I can't do it, but it's showing up as like you staying put where you are. So I know that the only way that is possible is if money starts to come through for you to pay for that. And so that's how I know you're going to get money to be able to stay there.
That's what I saw.
That's just amazing. Okay, that's a huge leap of faith.
I know, but pull on that spiritual oxygen and start breathing it in, because you're staying there, all right, darling? Like, you're not going somewhere else, and you don't have to go somewhere else.
Well, I would like her to give me a month-to-month, just so that I'm not locked in for 6 months, but it seems like that's not going to change because you picked up 6 months.
And you don't need to be worried about your finance. Stop worrying about your finance for now, okay? Just stop worrying.
Stop worrying?
Stop. Don't worry about your finance.
Okay.
Just let it go. All the worry, all the stress, anxiety, uncomfortability, and any sort of sadness that comes to you to telling you that something's wrong, then I wanted you to drop it and move on.
Wow.
Oh
my gosh.
It's coming.
It's like I'm a trapeze artist, or I'm not a trapeze artist, but they're asking me to do trapeze. That's what it feels like.
Well, everything is possible. Remember that there is no mission impossible in this earth. And everything has to do with going back to your thought. If you are thinking that you are, then you are. If you are thinking that you don't, then you don't. It's very simple. Very simple. But whatever you have at this stage right now in your mind, you are just thinking that you can't, which is true, because I see that you can't. That's why you have to believe that you can make that even more than 6 months, and you don't going to have any problem with your finance situation.
Okay. I gotcha.
Awesome, Judy. Thank you so much, my love. Wish you the best. Thank you. Okay, now I have Layla. Hello, Layla. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Layla, can you please give me your date of birth and then tell me what you have in your beautiful mind and what we can do for you tonight? Layla, can you hear me? Well, it sounds to be that we cut. So don't worry. You know, Angel, you know what the three things is with beautiful Gigi when mentioning about I can't do it. I don't think I have enough money to complete my 6 months lease. I don't know this, I don't know that. So doubt means that you are not going to be able to do anything.
Exactly. It's our minds are where we feel confined or trapped. It is only your mind that is making you do that. And you have to break free and do that mind control and think big. When you ask for something, you have to trust and know that your prayers are heard and it will come.
Exactly.
And it will always be taken care of. And that's where she needs to realize that. It's like, you know, how we see something that she feels so limited on right now with the money, it's there already. And it's just, you know, it's not immediately she has it in a bank, but that doesn't mean that when comes time that rent is due, that money will not be there. It will be there.
Exactly. So I have Layla back. Hi, Layla. How are you doing? Welcome back.
Fine. Thank you.
Hi. Good. Layla, can you please give me your date of birth first, and then tell me about what you have in your beautiful mind and what we can do for you tonight? Go ahead, please.
1/10/71.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else. I mean, I'm not sure what you want me to say.
What do you want to know of your moment? What is your question? Or what is your desire, sweetheart?
To reach out to loved ones.
Okay. So, can you tell me about the name of the person and when was the last, or better say, the last time that you and that person and loved one had a conversation or met each other face to face?
His name is Rudy, and August 2016.
Okay. And did he pass away August 2008? Okay. 2016 too?
Yes.
Okay. I got it. Okay, sweetheart. The first message that came, which is very strong and very powerful, is about something that he's starting to blame himself about you, or about something he did to you, or he didn't tell the truth about. So it sounds like that he wants to make sure that you are forgive and forgot whatsoever had happened. He also trying to show me about the car, and I don't know what he meant by that, but he seems to showing me about the car accident, also showing me about someone with a heart problem. And also telling me about some big decision that you need to make in time before August 25th, 2018. So that's what I feel and pick up right now about him at the moment. Also, I feel and sense him in a very good place, but sounds like that he's concerned and worried about someone or somebody's security and safety. This is also that came out directly. Now
you can ask about somebody's safety?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't say who?
Say it again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
He doesn't say who?
It sounds to be that the person is kind of close person, or may same DNA, or somehow came from his family. So, and he's kind of concerned about that specific person right now at the moment. The safety and security means that maybe this person involved in something that he's not happy about it. Also, I can see that he's concerned about somebody that has heart problem. I feel a sense about some car accident, which actually he's trying to show me repeatedly about the car accident. I don't know what he's trying to tell me right now, but make sure that you're getting the message correctly and ask him the question, and I will get to see what I can find as the answer for you. Go ahead.
Is he at peace?
Say it again?
I said, is he at peace? I mean, I forgot what you said in the beginning about his passing.
Okay. Do you know someone that having heart problems?
No.
Okay. Do you know his family or someone that's sitting in a danger or having with a safety and security problem?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So how close you are with this person? Like, are you a relative or someone that you loved?
Both.
Okay. So then the lady that I can see that he's showing is that the older lady, which I can see and feel that he's trying to say that this person may have some heart problem. Number two, I feel that he's trying to tell about some guy around the age of 23 to 28 that also talking about safety and problem of security. Telling me also about something that he wants to say sorry for you, or sorry if I did, or sorry what he did. It sounds to be that he's trying to ask for some forgiveness, or trying to communicate about to let go of something that maybe he caused you. That's why he wants to make you to feel free and happy. Let him go from whatsoever have happened in the past. So he needs some forgiveness, and hopefully he's trying to be around and protect you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, sweetheart. So next time when you want to really get in touch with someone that passed away who actually didn't 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because when people from another side trying to communicate, they are not coming telling you exactly what's going on and what's happening with the specific people. They are going to show the sign, like a person, old lady with a heart problem, may you need to really watch around her. The car accident that may gonna happen or already had happened, the guy, the new kind of the guy, and also something that has to do with forgiveness, let it go, the guilty feelings. So when it comes to those thoughts, please ask, what is exactly you are trying to tell me? I already forgive you, and I already let it go. So that's why always when you're talking to someone from the other side, I want you to always ask directly, what is exactly you want about him and her? What is exactly she would love to give you as a message? Which is in this matter, I think that he sent you a blessing by letting you know, if you forgive me, I will be around. So I have 60 seconds, so this is Abby's show. Please, if you guys sign up tonight for Abby, for AbbyAdvice.com, you guys are going to receive 5 free minutes. This is me, Fiona, Andrew Channel 888, and see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Hi guys, welcome to the Medium Garuda show on A1R Psychic Radio. I was just thinking back about my connections when I was at school. I must say, compared to nowadays, huge changes. But how come? Many people have family and friends, colleagues, relatives. How can you be sure those are the right connections for you? Well, that's difficult to feel if you're in a connection or in a situation with somebody, of course. But generally, we always want a connection, and many times we ignore our intuition about several connections. Not that we always must doubt our connections, of course, but never lose control on yourself. Jealousy, being insecure, having a low self-esteem, those indications are responsible for the connections you have at several moments in your life. Being in your head, being in your heart, look back at your past, and you definitely can see the differences in your social life. When you live your life out of your head, results in different connections than when you live out of your heart. The amount of people in your social life when you live out of your head is generally bigger than when you follow your heart. So that means when you make certain choices in your life, your connections will change also. When you will be more yourself, and when you will be having more self-confidence, your social life will be much different. You will have better quality connections. This is how to recognize in what stage of your life you're into. When you change from your head to your heart, that means you are making serious choices in your life, which affects many situations, of course. When your social life is changing, you will notice also your career path will be influenced by the choices you make. So not only with your family and relatives, but also with your colleagues and friends. But is it bad to cut connections? Not at all. Think of yourself and also think of the other persons. Always make choices out of your heart. Yes, your environment can be hurt by the decisions you make. But in the end, these choices are the best you can make. And why? Well, if you are having connections with people which are not the right ones, you are holding up something which is not real. Better make the right choices early than ending up in arguments when your roads split. You never know when you will meet again. Why do we sometimes meet persons out of our past? Well, many times we lose connection with friends, family, and so on. The reason generally is wrong timing. That means your progress is different than from other people in your environment. That's another reason why we lose connection with certain people. Sometimes people from your past will come back in your current life. That's because they also will experience their progress, and when you are at the same level on your life path, the connection can be restored. So, saying goodbye to people doesn't always mean it is forever. Try to think spiritual. When you have a connection with somebody, or when you meet somehow new persons in your life, it is because of the life situation where you are into. You also could say that losing connections, improving current connections, and building up new connections are meant to be. Meant to be depends on your life situation and the choices you make. When you change your vision, you change the view on your life path. Then you will attract different situations which result in adjustments of social life. In specific situations, some people fit in or some people will stay out of it. That's the result of the changes in your life. So don't doubt about yourself when you see changes in your personal environment and social life. Somehow you should see this as a positive change in your life, because your life is improving. Stay strong and enjoy the moments of your relatives, and keep confidence if there are changes. So that was a little bit of the introduction about relatives, family, and so on. So don't doubt if you have to cut connections or make changes of your personal life. Just go for it and think about yourself. Don't be selfish, of course. Keep it in the middle, of course, but think about yourself. You're important and you can do it. And now I see I can tune in to some energy. Felicia from Pennsylvania. Good evening, Felicia.
Good morning, or good afternoon.
Yeah, it's good morning to me, but good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. How may I help you, Felicia?
I was wondering if you see anything about love and health and just anything about my career, the next future or so.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I feel a lot of tears in both of my eyes, and that means you are a little bit stuck at the moment. So I feel some resistance, I feel some sadness. Relationship, I get the word relationship at your side. So to me that means you are open to some love life with yourself, but I also feel you're still holding something in your past. Is there a relationship in your past which still is a little bit in your current situation?
Yeah. My husband has passed.
Yeah.
And I'm raising 2 daughters by myself, trying to move forward and be a right fit, I guess.
That's because in the introduction I already had to struggle with the tears in my eyes a little bit, but that was because I definitely felt you were coming in, because I really feel you are stuck in some kind of way, and I feel like you are still into a relationship, but the relationship isn't there anymore. But on the other way, you are also a little bit open to some new relationship on your path. So that sounds a little bit strange, because in one way I say you're still in a relationship, and on the other way I say, well, you can meet somebody new. Because with you I feel you are very spiritual, you are also very, very sensitive. You have 2 children. Both children are also very strong energies, very sensitive energies. I also feel that you can move on with your life. And how come? Because you are right now in your spirituality. So that means you have a lot of sadness on the one side, so that's in your own energy, but you are not in your own energy right now, you are in your spirituality. And that's because you can move on with your life, also dealing with the loss you have in your past. So what I feel about your love life is that in some way, I won't be surprised you will meet a new person. The first person you will meet in your love life, excuse me, it's because there is some information inside you which will come out. So there will be a temporary relationship on your path in the near future. That will show you love exists also in another person. So it will open your eyes, and then you can come back to your own energy, because then you have moved on your path. So the biggest struggle is then in your past. It sounds strange because a temporary relationship sounds like a struggle, because you definitely would like to have a permanent relationship. But this temporary relationship will show you how much you are worth, and that will show you how much you can deal with, and it will make you stronger, because you need to be stronger to enter in a permanent relationship. You will be able to put away the death of your husband in another way, in another perspective. Your husband is, because I feel the connection also with your husband. I feel some disconnection in my head. So there was something in his head what made a shortcut or something, because he was psychologically, in my eyes, damaged. I also have problems with breathing, so I get a very heavy breathing from your husband when he passed away. I also feel some unspoken communication from your husband to you, because my voice is really bothering me at the moment. So that means he is telling me that there is some communication which should be for you, but it hasn't come to you in the right time. And he also had struggles, but not as much as you had with him. There is you have 2 children I see in your environment. So you have 2 daughters?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the oldest daughter and the youngest daughter. Emotionally, it's the other way around. The youngest daughter feels to me older than the oldest one. There are some things within the youngest one which needs to come out, because I really get the signals from my spirits that she's walking around with some issues which will come out because she can handle it and she can deal with it. Your youngest daughter is really a lot like you. The oldest daughter is more like your husband. It's more a practical type. Both will be very happy if you have a new relationship, even if it is a temporary relationship. That doesn't matter, because they understand you are on your life path, and they really understand that you need to make choices to move on. And to make choices will not mean everybody will be happy with it, but they will respect you. And I definitely get the signal from your husband. He also respects you. Your husband will not be responsible for the temporary relationship. That will be something, an eye-opener for you. Is there some, because there is also a father figure on the other side, but I think it is your grandfather and not your father.
My father.
Did your father pass away?
Yes.
But he comes to me like a very old man, like a grandfather. Yeah, he was a grandfather, of course, of your daughter, so I can understand that connection. Your grandfather, no, not your grandfather, your father will be responsible for the temporary love to show you to open up, because you are a little bit closed right now. And that's, of course, you are closed right now because you had a little, you had a huge loss in your past. So it feels to me like it's just a few months ago. It's not a long time ago. I also feel the sadness still within you, so that's quite normal, of course. But I feel that your father will give you some strength to move on, so you will be able to pick up your life and to move on. Then your husband will enter your life again, and your husband will put a permanent relationship on your path. So in the relationship, you will be a very happy woman, I definitely am sure, but it will take a little bit more time, I think. The temporary relationship will be in a short time of period, but the permanent relationship, I think that will take between half a year or a year after the temporary relationship. And it will be a business type of man, the permanent relationship. It's a man with a good career. It's a man who is really independent. You hear my voice is raising, so it means it's quite a dominant person, but in a positive way. He can really tell you how to deal with your life, which way you should go. So he is a positive influence on your life path. I also see that it is a very attractive person. He is very taking care of himself, because I smell a really good perfume. He really dresses himself perfectly. He has all materials he needs in life. He likes good cars. He likes expensive things, but not to show off, but to enjoy. So to you, that will be very welcome, because his finances are also perfectly in balance with his life. And I see a change of your living environment. So you will move, and that will have to come because of the love of your life you will meet.
Okay.
And then career, because career you feel to me quite independent. So are you self-employed, or do you have a job with a lot of responsibilities?
I have a job with a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah. So I definitely feel also there, because I get the tears on both eyes. So you are stuck there. Something is holding you back. Definitely the job is quite difficult. You have a very heavy job, especially compared with your sensibility and with your spirituality. But I feel that you can handle this job. I don't see in the near future a career change. I definitely see a career change at your side, but it will have to deal with your love life. It will be a combination of the both. So I see an ending of your job, and it will not be for 10 years, but it will be much earlier. I think between now and 2 years, you will have a complete different life. Love life, living environment, and career.
Awesome, thank you.
So I hope I've answered your questions so I can move on to our next caller.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. I wish you a very, very enjoyable evening and really much strength and luck on your life path.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you, bye-bye. Then we have Carla from Morris, Illinois. Good evening, Carla.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Super. You have a question for me?
Yes, I was wondering what I should do about my relationship that's right now. Is he coming? Is he going? Is he staying? What is he doing? And just basically, is there a message for like anybody out there?
Yes.
From one of my loved ones.
I will tune in on his energy, because if you give me too much information, I'm not really clear anymore. Let's see what I feel about both of your situations. Well, there it comes, because I say both of your situations. And when I say both of your situations, that means you are both living an individual life. So you are living parallel to each other at the moment.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, the person you are living with right now, the relationship feels to me quite fresh. So to me it feels you're not really having a very long relationship. But it is how it comes to me, how it feels to me. But in the time path, if I can see your time schedule, you are sometime together.
Okay.
So you have a relationship for about 10 years with this person or longer?
No, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years.
4 years, okay. So well, that's quite positive, because it feels to me quite short. In time, I estimate you in about 10 years, and it is 4 years. So there is quite a struggle on the other side, on one side. And on the other side, that's the connection you have. So I feel the connection between the both of you feels to me quite long, because you have very much struggles between the both of you. It feels to me like you have influences from the outside. It also feels to me like there is a lot of information stuck inside both of you, excuse me, which needs to come out. So, because the communication from both of you, it is quite, on the surface, sort to say. So I don't feel you are going deep into each other. You're not digging into each other's emotions. I definitely feel the communication at your side. There is a little problem with that between the both of you about your feelings for each other. In my opinion, you both have ex-relationships.
Correct.
Yeah, and I feel there are some influences from your past and his past on your life path together. So it feels to me like both of you can't connect, because there are a lot of influences which are standing between the both of you. So that's why you are living a parallel relationship. There is not really much communication, which gives you a lot of doubts, because you are really doubting, does he love me? Do I need to give him my love? Because if I give my love to him, maybe I will be hurt if he leaves me or something. He feels the same about you, because I feel there is a lot of love inside the both of you. I also feel that I have a lot of stress inside myself. So the stress is high in my chest, because I really have problems with breathing. So the signals you are giving me, also the influence from outside, I have some pain in my lungs. I really have a lot of signals from my guides, which point me at that both of you are definitely right now in your head, so in your ego. And that's the problem. You can't connect in the right way, because the love you have for the both of you, it is from your heart. I also feel a lot of sadness between the both of you. Your partner, he feels to me like a husband. And it feels to me like this man, you have a relationship with this man for over 10 years. And that means you have a lot of pain you have been going through with this person, which makes it a real relationship. So if I feel the both of you are husband and wife, really a hubby and a mate, then I really can say that this relationship will not end between the both of you. So I don't see a different partner for you or for him. So that's quite positive, but how do you both connect together in the way you should connect? Because in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but in my opinion, I can't feel the connection between the both of you in a lovely way, like the hug, the kiss, the caring, the safety. You can't find those ingredients in your relationship right now, but they are in there, but you are not finding them, you can't see them, and that's because you are really struggling with him, he's really struggling with you from his point of view. Because of that, you are putting a lot of strength in that, but I can't feel your inner force. So inner force, if I get problems with my stomach, then I know your inner force is really working. Then you are working from your heart. But both of you are working from your head, because you're giving me the tears. And the tears point me, you are struggling, you are stuck between both of you. Your relationship is really holding you back, it's stuck. And so you both need to relax, because I get stressed, so to say, because of the both of you, because of your energy, because you give me a lot of tense in my chest, in my upper chest. So I feel a lot of stress between the both of you. I really feel that you should connect together, because the love is in your heart for him, and the love is in his heart for you, but you may show it to each other. I think the best way you should connect to your partner, I would say to your husband, because I definitely will say you will be husband and wife. It's not that it just looks like that, but it will be a prediction for me. You will be getting married together. That will happen in some kind of future. But I see the connection will be better, because my hands are coming together. I am having a triangle, so that will means both of you are working together to each other. I'm definitely sure you will manage. But how will you manage this problem? This problem can be tackled by talking from your heart. Speak to him that the way he acts to you hurts you, and it makes you sad, and that you should both work to a connection, to a better connection between the both of you. I'm definitely sure you will put him down in his heart, because your partner, I always want to say husband, but it's your partner at the moment. I will say it is a person who is really highly sensitive. It's not a narcissistic person or something. It's really a highly sensitive person. He has a lot of pain in his system from his child age. So from his childhood, he's been hurt. He is a very sensitive person who needed to be very independent at young age, but that didn't suit him at that age, because he had to use some time to grow up, and he didn't get the time. So he was forced in this life. So he is holding up some kind of a routine with himself. So if you try to understand the situation, then you can use your emotions and your pain to heal him in some kind of way, and then you can connect to each other, because you need to not to attack his head, but you need to attack his heart, because in his heart is a lot of pain which needs to be comforted. And I think you are the right person to do that, because you are very, very spiritual, and you are also very highly sensitive. So you are definitely a new age child. So that means you have to spread love around the world. Don't be shy. Don't doubt about yourself. Don't think you will be hurt, because you need to go through some risk and some pain to get at a better situation with yourself, with your partner.
Okay.
So it's very positive to you for the future. I see a marriage, I see a relocation, because I also see both of you are going to move. So keep up the good work. Dig into your relationship, stimulate him to fight with you, because the both of you belong together. And also let go of the influence from outside. Don't let anything stand between the both of you. You will manage.
Okay.
So I will thank you very much for calling in, because our time almost is running out. So I wish you all the strength and luck on your life path, and I wish you a very, very pleasant evening. And thank you again for calling in.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much. And I will thank all my listeners worldwide for listening to this Medium Garuda show on A1R Psychic Radio. I really appreciate your listening. And for my two callers, I wish them all the best in their life, on their life path. So see you back next week in the new Medium Garuda show. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now, back to A1R on the Air, Psychic Talk Radio, now on Moonstruck TV, enlightening television.
Hi guys, welcome to the Medium Garuda show on A1R Psychic Radio. Last show I talked about to keep faith in yourself. This time I would like to move on this subject for a little bit more. Your life path is to travel to an unknown destination. Well, unknown, not exactly, but you need to travel some distance to get a possible clear view of your personal goals. From being yourself to your destination is the most difficult piece of your life path. Generally, in the beginning of your life, you will be attracted to do as everyone. Not that what everyone does is wrong, but you will need to be yourself. From your childhood up to the moment you make a turn in your life is a path which travels quite easy. It can be a long distance. That means it could take you 40, 50, or even 60 years to get to your turning point. Being yourself and make choices which fit your personal life is the hardest. You will feel selfish and rude to follow your goals, but in the end, you will create happiness in your personal environment. It's not something that always will happen, of course. Many people grow old in a situation where they have started their life with. One choice is not better or worse than the other. It depends on the character and personality of specific persons, who will make certain choices or not. Compare your life path with a physical road. You start in a protected area. Then it will be a city zone. After that you will hit the highway where you will make choices or not. It also depends on what you do with resistance and obstacles. I could talk for hours with this, because there are so many exits on a highway to avoid resistance and obstacles, and there are also so many unexpected obstacles. Then you will need to improvise a solution on that specific point. People who did not have a protected area in their past immediately start in a city environment. Many influences from outside and no protection in the past. That is a real difficult start of your life for sure. But everybody will travel to a certain destination. You are in charge and you decide what to do in specific situations. So if you feel too much resistance in your current situation, generally there will be some roadblocks coming up that will force you to yourself or to stay in your current situation. Changes do not directly mean that you will need to end your current relationship or move to another living environment or change your career, for example. It actually means you will compare your personal life path together with your situation. Many things generally can be integrated, but some adjustments can be needed. And yes, there are situations where you will have to face some changes. Keep in mind that changes always hurt directly and immediately. Proceeding your life path and ignoring the signals seems the right decision to make, because it doesn't generate immediate pain and resistance. But in the end, it is a path of long pain instead of short pain, if you understand what I mean. Motivate yourself first by realizing you are worth to fight for. Also know you are capable to achieve your goals. Unless past situations, try to stay positive. Otherwise, you can't motivate yourself. Know that following your heart is not difficult, but every decision you make, you feel instead of you know. Knowing something doesn't hurt, but feeling something, that may hurt. That is the main reason to avoid following your heart. The first few miles are the toughest, but when you are rolling and get used to this path, you will enjoy every second of it. Don't look around to see if you can do it. Look at yourself, and you know and feel you can do it. But this show isn't about me talking all the way. I need to tune in on some energies. Let's see if we have a caller right now. Well, I see a caller. It is Laurie from Aiken. Good evening, Laurie.
Good evening.
How are you this evening?
I'm doing great.
Great. How can I help you, Laurie?
Yes, I was trying to find out as far as the relationship that I'm in right now.
So your current life situation, and you need to know where you want to go in the future. That's what you mean?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. I feel at your side at the moment some resistance. I see some vague overview of your future. I definitely feel a huge spirituality at your side. So you are very sensitive, highly sensitive. Yeah, you have very strong capacities in your spirituality. Are you working with your spirituality, or do you use your spirituality in your daily life?
I couldn't hear you.
Do you use your spirituality in your daily life? Because I feel so strong spirituality that it is like you are working with your spiritual gifts.
Yes, yes. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm with an older gentleman right now in a relationship, and I was just trying to see if that's where I need to be. Yes.
What I feel about that situation is I feel some resistance between the both of you. There is the man and yourself. So if I look to the both of you, I see some kind of a distance between the both of you. It feels to me like you're not really talking to each other from your heart. So there is some discussion between the both of you, but the discussions is more generally about general aspects instead of some feelings you have, how you feel about some situations. Yeah, I feel really a lot of difficulties from your side in this subject. If I look at his side, I feel he's a little bit in his mind, in his head at the moment. You are really in your heart, so that means you're facing some miscommunication because your heart is at another frequency of the head. So that means because you are talking something, you are discussing something, and he doesn't understand you correctly. That's what I mean, because he can't feel what you mean because he's in his head. But I really feel a lot of unspoken words from both sides. So to me, that means if you talk together, if you connect back together, I can't feel you need to break up.
Yes, I mean, we get along really good together, and we have a lot of things in common. Sometimes the age is the issue.
Well, the strangest thing is maybe the number he's carrying with himself and you, it might be a big difference, but what I feel about you is that you are older in your energy than the man is. This man he has a quite adult age, so that means he has a lot of life experience. I also feel some difficulties in his life path, so it wasn't all that easy for him. So he has some luggage in his trunk, but it doesn't block him for moving on with you. There is a good connection between the both of you, but I feel that it seems you also have some sadness. I feel some grief at both sides. Like you love each other, but yeah, I can feel it in my eyes already, the signals of my guides. They really give me all the signals that there is some sadness between the both of you, like you are afraid to lose each other out of sight. You really should connect back together from your heart. So you are doing right because you are already in your heart. So you are also talking from out of your sensitivity, your spirituality, trying to find out how to come closer together. But he needs to calm down a little bit. He needs to be more self-confident on himself. I feel also on his side, he is a strong energy. He's a very positive energy. He's very, very sensitive. It's a very sweet man. He would never break your heart to punish you, but by protecting himself from certain influences to his heart, he can hurt you, of course. He's not doing anything wrong. I only feel that he needs to be more in his emotion. He needs to accept his emotional part of his life more for himself, that can connect himself more with you.
Yes. Another quick question, and I won't hold you up any longer. My son, I lost my son 5 years ago. Do you do anything with past life?
Yeah, past life. You have a specific person for me, or do I need to check?
It was my son that passed away 5 years ago. He was 18. And I just didn't know if you feel anything, him coming in.
Yeah, I feel a lot of struggles with your son. I also feel a lot of grief with your son. I don't really get a very strong connection with your son, because I see your son is with you. Your son is also in your house. So that means your son is not only in your personal environment or with your partner, but he's also it is his house, or also where he grew up, I suppose, because he feels so at home at your place. That means to me also he feels guilty, because he's looking to the ground, so he feels guilty, he's a little bit ashamed. He feels really at home, like he wanted to be more at home. So did he had a life where he was often outside?
Yes, he lived with me when he died. He was with me when he passed away, as far as living with me. And in my home, I've experienced some things that I couldn't sort of explain, and I feel that it was him.
Yeah, because the energy is quite moving around, so it's a very restless energy. It's not because he's not doing well. It's only because he is traveling. He is snooping around. He is very curious. He likes to learn a lot. So I also feel this energy would like to talk with you. I am definitely sure, because your spirituality and your sensitivity, you feel his. You feel he's with you. You feel when he is there, and when he's connecting with you, and you feel when he is taking some distance, when he needs to calm down, or he needs to rest. He gives me a lot of stress. I also have a strange sound in my voice because of your son. So that means when he passed away, there was something. Did he scream a lot, or because my voice is like it's damaged?
I couldn't hear what you just said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. It is my voice is really getting a hard time on me. So that means to me, did he scream when he passed away? Because I feel a lot of stress at his situation.
Yes, a lot of stress. I'm trying. He left behind a daughter, and I'm trying to be able to see my grandbaby.
Yeah, it's let's say he is, that sounds maybe strange, but he is happy where he is right now, because now he has a kind of control on his life. I get a confirmation from my guides. So that means in his physical life, he didn't have the control on his life. He was also extremely sensitive, also very highly spiritual. It's an incredible energy. It's a new age child, I am for sure. He feels like very strong, but also very weak. So that means the sensitivity took the overhand, like to say. Now he is at a place where he has the kind of control. He can control you, he can control his situation which he left on Earth. I also feel some irritation, so he was also kind of irritated, frustrated when he was on Earth. Also when he passed away, it wasn't really a choice of him to go to the other side, but now he is there, he realizes it's okay, so he accepted the situation. I also feel that for you it's a huge loss. It's incredible, because normally your child should bury you instead of the other way around. But somehow I feel from your spirituality that you understand that he is there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but
I'm a very strong-willed person, and I've sort of surprised myself how well I have dealt and coped with it. Like I can't understand where all my strength has come from.
Yes, your strength is coming from the other side because you have double energy, because you have your own energy and you have the spiritual energy. And the spiritual energy is your connection with the other side and the earth. So from the earth you get the clean energy. When you think about somebody, when you feel on an energy, you get some energy to you and you give back some clean energy. So that means the information you get spiritually, that comes from the other side. So that's from, your son is definitely a New Age child. So your son, I think it is possible that your son makes you stronger since he passed away.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you also so much for calling, Lori, and I wish you all the luck and strength.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So we have Marlene from Los Angeles, California. Good evening, Marlene. Marlene, are you there? I think we lost Marlene. Maybe there's some technical issue. Maybe the spirits were that strong that they messed up our connection with Marlene. Well, that's no problem at all. Then I will give you some little bit more insights on choices on your life path until we have back a caller, so I can tune in on the energy of our next caller. So the travel. Marlene is back. Good evening, Marlene.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. No problem. I didn't want to waste a second, so I immediately checked in with you.
Wonderful. This is great.
So
I'm so glad for the opportunity.
How can I help you, Marlene?
Okay, so I'm wondering if you can tap into my love life, future. What do you see, if anything? Any potential?
Yes, let's see what I feel with you. I feel some kind of loneliness at your side. I also feel some unspoken words in yourself that need to come out for some reason. So, do you have a relationship in your current past?
Currently, no. I recently broke up with someone about a week ago. And that's like, for me, it's coming to an end.
So you have a relationship right now? Or
someone else? Oh, go ahead.
You have a relationship in your past, so you have an ex-relationship.
Yeah, about 5 days ago.
Yeah. Yes. So I feel there are some unspoken words because it is an ex-relationship. So what I feel about that relationship is that this relationship, yes, it is an end. So I don't see that relationship coming back in your current life. I definitely feel some unspoken words, I feel some difficulties, and I feel the sadness. So that means you really have a break. So I can see you are coming back together, but there you need to discuss some things. It feels to me like it's not completely over or something about it. There need to be discussed about some issues. So if that has been done, for me it looks that you can look forward to your future. Emotionally, it feels to me you are already disconnected from your past relationship. So you are already accessible for new love on your path. It doesn't surprise me when you connect with somebody in a relationship. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. To me, it feels like you will have 2 new relationships in the near future. That means that will be temporary relationships. So you will have a friendship, you will roll into a relationship and you will end it. The second time you will do that again, but it will be a shorter period of time. The first one will stay a friendship. The second one will disappear out of your life because there is no connection. It was just a misconnection. Then I can see some parts of your life a little bit alone, so no partner. And then after a few months, so let's say in the next year, maybe summer or autumn next year, I see a permanent relationship for you with a man. It is a very career type man, strong energy, positive energy, kind of dominant, but positive dominant. He likes to go for the positive things in life, to get everything out of it, to enjoy life together with a person he really loves. Yes, to me it feels like you will have two temporary relationships, and the third one will be a permanent relationship. So I switched to the permanent person because that's the most important for you, because you are looking to the permanent relationship. But you are open, you are accessible to social life, so to say. The permanent relationship, that would be a man. It is a white male. It's just American man. I see some black hair, dark colored hair, a normal skin, a little bit square face, normal nose and ears, a little bit small mouth with lips, the good nose. He has character, and he also has some charisma. So he doesn't have to speak to express himself. It's a strong energy. He's also spiritual, but he's very practical. So that means he knows how to deal with the issues here on Earth. But he lives on his intuition. So he doesn't use his mind to live the practical way, but he uses his intuition, and then he follows his heart to do all the practical decisions in his life. So to you that would be perfect, because at the moment you are a little bit in your head. That is because of your past relationship, because I feel some discussion. I also feel you're not really yourself at the moment. You need to calm down. There's a lot of stress in yourself. You already hear me talking very rapidly. There is also a lot of communication stuck inside of you, which needs to come out. So normally you are a very social type, but I get the feeling in your past relationship and in your past, the people has blocked you being yourself. And now it feels to me like you're not enjoying your alone, but you're enjoying, you can be yourself right now, and you can make the choices which are important for you. The man, I definitely feel like the permanent relationship, you will meet him in your career. So it can be some, because you are employed at the moment, because I see some routine at your side. You are working for a boss?
Well, I'm my own boss. I'm a contracted to work. So yeah, I'm my own boss. I'm not like a business owner or anything. So yeah, I guess technically, I do have to answer to someone.
Yeah, because that's what I wanted to say. It's not a colleague of yours, but the man you will meet, he feels to me like a person who can, let's say, give you some financial information, or who can do your finances, something with your, he will be on your path. It will be a connection with your career, but not like a colleague or a relation of your job, so to say. So to me, it will be a person who guides you with your finances. This guy, because he's also wearing a suit, so he has an official job. I also see he is working for some kind of huge building, so it could mean that you will need to deal with your finances, or you will need to deal with some kind of sort of company. It feels to me like some company which is from the department you live. So that man will help you. There will be a connection. It is a connection you can't ignore, because it's not a person you really laugh, with your eyes. So it's not a person you say from wow, it's a Don Juan, but it is a very beautiful man. But it is not completely your type. But the connection is so strong. You feel that this is the genuine love you are really searching for your entire life. And that man gives you the connection you need, and that man gives you the power back in your life. You get the energy back, you get your social life back.
Oh, wow, okay. And does he, like, I've been told this, that the guy that I'm supposed to be with is, like, very athletic or likes to go to the gym. I don't know, is he like that? Not that I care, but I just wanted to know.
It's a big person. He's tall. Yeah, he's tall. I think he will be almost 2 meters tall. It's a very big man. Not fat, but long. Very muscled body, indeed.
Oh,
but I see we have it's like about 6 foot. So, but I see we have some 30 seconds left, and before Dave, the producer, will cut us off rapidly, I will have to finish our show.
Wow, okay, well, thank you. I mean, unless there's anything else, but I really appreciate this reading. It's very insightful.
Thank you very much, Marlene, for calling in, and I would like to thank all our listeners for listening to the Medium Garuda Show on A1R Psychic Radio, and I hope to hear and see you back next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now, back to A1R on the Air, Psychic Talk Radio now on Moonstruck TV, enlightening television.
Welcome everyone, this is Christy Warnick. I am a spiritual, intuitive, and energy healer, and I am here with Energetic Alchemy. And so energetic alchemy is, to me, everything is energy anyway, but to me, energetic alchemy is just mixing and matching what's best for each person or anyone that I work with, whether it be groups, whether it be individually. It's just mixing and matching things together. I like to do that, and that's just what I was guided to do. And so it's kind of like that alchemist type thing. And so it's really about transformation as well. Transforming your life for the better, helping you to be free of any kind of struggling or suffering that you're going through. So that's what energetic alchemy means to me, and that's the reason why I just kind of resonated with that. So and I like to bring it to you here. So everyone live and even on the replay, I just want to remind everybody that energetic work, for the most part, I suppose, especially for all of my videos, it works on the replay. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you watch it next week. It doesn't matter if you watch it next year. It's still going to work because the intention is there. So just know that you can go back and watch the replays of any of my shows, and it works. And so I do shows also from my Facebook page, and I have other shows that I do throughout the week. So you can always go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/ChristyWarnick1, and actually go there and look at what else is going on, what other shows are going on. All of them are always uploaded to my YouTube channel, so you can always go there. So, all right, so how is everyone feeling this week? I wasn't sure what I was going to do on today's show until this morning. For some reason, I get my inspirations, a lot of them, in the shower in the mornings. Every morning I just get inspiration. I'm like, okay, what should I do today? And like I said, up until today, I was getting a few little things here and there, and I was like, I'm not sure. So just, let me know what it is. And so in the shower, I got wholeness. Okay, so what do I do with that? Are people wanting and needing to be kind of brought back into wholeness? Because what happens is when we get stressed, and especially with a lot of energetic changes and things going on in the world these days, it's like if you get stressed out or anything like that, your energy kind of, and even your body can kind of be in almost like in different places. It kind of gets kind of scattered a little bit. So it's good to bring yourself back into wholeness. And so that's what I was guided to do today, along with just some other energetic clearings and healings. And then what I'm going to do is pull a few cards for the group overall. So I'm going to tune into the energy, tune into what the best messages are for everyone. And then with each card, as I do with card readings on the shows that I do sometimes, is I will bring in whatever downloads that guidance brings in for me to, that would be beneficial for everyone. So everyone receives, so everyone will, any cards that I pull, they will be for overall everyone. And that includes everyone listening, everyone watching, everyone on the replay. It all works, okay? So that's how it works with that. And like I said, I'm going to be sending out some energy healing. So anyone, if you just choose to receive, just be open to receive. You can just tell yourself yes. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. You can just say no. I don't want to receive. But it's all for you only receive what is for your highest and best good. Okay, so that's what we're going to start off by asking the normal question that I've been asking the last few shows, and it's been working really well for people. I've been getting some amazing feedback, some good messages from people saying that it's really helping them, and they're really loving the video. So let's so let me check in and see about where overall is the wholeness at. Okay, kind of like that feeling of just being in your body, being whole, kind of that feeling of being complete. But you already are. So it's just bringing all that energy back in. Okay, so let's see what we can do with that tonight, because that's what I was guided to. That would be beneficial for everyone. So we're just going to go with it. All right. So, all right. So right now we're at about a 5.8 out of 10. So that's actually a pretty good number, if you haven't worked on wholeness, specifically. So let's see if we can get that up to as close to or at a 10 as possible, okay? So, all right, so let's see. What is the most beneficial thing now? Okay, so first of all, we're going to do kind of like an integration is what I'm getting, integration. So integrating like every part of your physical body into like one dimension, just back into that wholeness, integrating it back into wholeness, okay? And really the mind body, both of those need to be in kind of back in together. And it's really that connecting those. And also each of your bodies, you know, we have a physical body, but we also have like an emotional body, a mental body, a spiritual body, an energetic body, and there's other bodies too. So, but that you kind of get the idea there. So each of your bodies, they don't all have to be all in the same place at the same time necessarily. So, but each of them need to be as much into wholeness as possible. So each body needs to be into wholeness. So we're just going to integrate each of your bodies individually into wholeness, and then we'll just kind of connect, align, and balance them, okay? So if you choose to receive this, like I said, you just have to be open to receive. It's only what is for your highest and best good is what you will receive. So let's bring that back into wholeness now, integrating that physical body, integrating your mind body, both of all of that integrated, and then each of your other bodies, all known and unknown, said and unsaid, we'll just say that all of those are each integrated as much as possible at this time. So we're going to ask that integration take place now. And you can just take this time for yourself, take a few deep breaths, just feel that wholeness, align with that wholeness. And just see where you feel with that. See how you feel with that. And then let me know in the comments. I'll go back and look at those after the show or tomorrow on the replay. And I like to see the comments, what people experienced. You know, the replay of the show will be posted tomorrow morning. So, or later tonight, so you can actually go back and watch that and actually comment on that as well. If you type my name in, that way I know that the message is for me, so it'll be easier to find that. All right, so that's still integrating. And you might feel something. Some people feel some energy, some people don't, and that's okay. Everyone is different. Like I said, you receive what's for your highest and best good. Okay. And if you feel that you have something specific that you would like to work on one-on-one with me, you can always schedule a session with me. Go to my website, ChristyWarnick.com, schedule a session. And also, I just signed up for and joined Coach the World. So you can go there and actually do a session, and it actually connects us through video camera, and you can leave a rating and comments and things like that. So you can read a little bit more about me there as well. So that's Coach the World, and it would be CoachTheWorld.com. So you can just go there and check it out. It's got a lot of different coachings and coaches and mentors and different things like that there that can help you. But yeah, my post is there. I'm going to be adding some more sessions there, but you can always do that on my website as well. Okay, so bringing that back into wholeness. I was working with someone recently, within the last few months, a couple of months or so. She was, for years, had been going through symptoms of fibromyalgia. And I call them symptoms because that's what they are. And so, so she had been going through that, and she was, several days at a time she would have to take off work, and she loves what she does, but she was having to take off work. She'll just lay around in the bed and rest and allow her body to the pain to kind of subside with that and everything. And so I did a few sessions with her, and she joined my Be a Better Balanced You program, which is for healing and manifesting. And so she's been doing that for a couple of months as well. And I received a message from her last week. So I received a message from her last week that she has not had any pain. So it is completely gone, and now we're just restoring her energy levels, but she's able to work, as much as she wants, doing what she loves to do, and spend, more time with her family and just enjoy life more. So that was really a really good thing that she shared with me. So that was wonderful hearing that news from her. And just several other people that have just experienced wonderful things. So yeah, so if you know of anyone that is in need of, you know, if you're going through anything like I went through when the doctors weren't able to help me at the time, I love doctors and they do a wonderful job. But sometimes, you know, for some people, you know, they're just not seeing the results. They're not getting the results, and they don't want to take maybe the medications or things like that. So I encourage you to always see a doctor first. Always do, you know, what you can first. And then if that doesn't work out for you and you're looking for something, like I said, more energetic healing or alternative medicine, something like that, you know, I'm always here to help out with that. But always, like I said, I always ask people if they've seen their doctor first, and definitely go through that channel and to make sure that, you know, everything's okay there. And like I said, I went through that, and, you know, I just was in search of whatever I could find to help me. And sure enough, it was energy healing, and it saved my life. And so that's the reason why I'm here, to help others that might be going through the same thing. So, yeah, it's just something that some people just go through. And I'm going to do some modules now. So I'm going to send these out. And these are just energetic modules. They hold frequencies. They kind of have an intelligence to them, that they just know where to go and what to help with. So I'm going to send these out now. And this one here is kind of like infinite possibilities, kind of angelic assistance, kind of that connection to that highest source. Bringing those energies in now. Like I said, feel free to leave in the comments if you're experiencing anything. Okay. The next one is like clearing negative or non-beneficial programs, things like that. So that'll help out with some of those. And you can intend this to go to anything that you want. Right now, I'm intending for it to go to help with wholeness. But you can actually go back and watch this and set an intention for it to help with a specific area or something, issue that you might be having specifically. And like I said, if you need further assistance, you can always contact me and schedule a session. Okay, sending out a Seraphim module now, bringing in those more of the angelic energies like that. Doing a good decisions one. It kind of also holds some energies that help with wholeness, bringing in that now. Okay. Doing a star module. It just holds some wonderful energies in there that will also help with wholeness. Sending these out now. Like I said, just notice what you notice. Notice any changes that might be happening, anything that you might be feeling. Notice that it's just things shifting and changing, bringing you back into wholeness, aligning you with that. Doing a field repair kit now. This is like repairing your aura, your auric field or your aura. Just kind of repairing that. In your energy field. Sending that out now. What happens is these kind of get stacked up, so they just go wherever it's needed. Usually it's like around your heart space area, like your solar plexus, or sometimes even your third eye area. So sending these out now. Working on vitality. That's going to help with wholeness. I checked before the show to see which ones would be most beneficial, and these all kind of came up, so I'm just going to send those out because they're all very beneficial. Okay. So sending those out now with the intention of bringing back into wholeness. Aligning with wholeness, just kind of connecting, aligning, and balancing in the highest and best way. Okay. And we have a lot of wonderful energies going on right now. We've got the new moon coming up in the next day or two. We've got some eclipse energies coming in. We've got right after that's the full moon. There's all kinds of like retrogrades going on. The best thing is to kind of turn that around and think of it and really use those energies to kind of push you forward, to kind of help you to move forward and set the intention that they just help with things getting better and better instead of looking at them as a bad thing or a negative thing or something like that. Kind of go with the flow with them, and the more you just accept them as being there as helpful, it'll kind of start changing some of that old programming that in any way would allow them to affect you in a less than positive way. Okay, so the more you kind of change that perspective around those, it'll kind of help with that. So I hope that's helpful for you as well. And I'm just going to ask that any and all of those beliefs that can be removed at this time, that those be removed and resolved on all levels. Any that are non-beneficial for you, that they're just not serving you anymore, let's just let those go if you choose to do so. Clearing those out now. Any emotions around that? And if you continue to have any issues with that, you can, like I said, schedule a session, and we can actually find out what the root issue is for that for you. But like I said, these are very beneficial energies. It's just sometimes our bodies don't know how to react to them because of our beliefs and programmings and things like that. So it's just getting used to new energies. Okay. Sending that out now. Being harmonious with those energies. Bringing in peace, bringing in beliefs and frequencies for wholeness now. Okay. And it's a good time to use those energies to help with manifesting. So really set your intentions. Be clear with your intentions. Positive, loving, healthy intentions. That's what you focus on, what you do want. And those energies will actually help with those things. So I work with manifesting. And so I do anytime it's around the full moon or new moon times, you can check out my Facebook page. I always do a post and offer kind of a process where I help people to manifest things. I had someone contact me the other day. We had put on a list that they were to sell their home. It's in another country, and it sat there for I think a year or maybe longer. I'll have to go back and look and see, but I know they said at least a year without any offers on it or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, after doing my program and during the program when they were doing it, they actually got an offer on their house, and they got 2 offers. So they were going to take one offer, and then I just got another email from them saying that they got a higher offer, and then the same person came back and counter offered even more. So they're getting now up to more than their asking price. And they said that before they joined my program that no one had even really considered buying the property or the home. And so now it's like all these people are now coming in and bidding on it basically. So they're going to definitely take them up on that offer. And but yeah, they're really amazed by that. So that was really good. So I do offer that as well. Okay. All right, so let's just clear out some other things that are non-beneficial, that you're just ready to let go of, that are not serving you, that would in any way prevent you from being in wholeness. So if you're ready to let that go, just be open to receive that. Okay. Okay, clearing that out. All right. Hope everyone's feeling a little bit more whole now. little bit more together there. Just sending out some hydration frequencies now and some minerals, just overall helping out with that. So be sure to stay hydrated when working with energy stuff. You know, just keep things flowing, staying with a healthy energy flow. Okay. All right. That you know how to be in wholeness. You know how to feel whole. That you know that that's possible and that it's safe for every part of you. Bringing that in. Okay. Lining and balancing now. I have a couple of the accelerator images. Actually, this is a 3-part series. I'm going to show you this. And these are the ICOR codes. This is code 1, and all of these are for physical healing and transformation. Physical healing and transformation. So this is code 1. That's what it looks like if you're watching. And if you're listening, that's fine too. Just know that these codes, these frequencies, can be sent out now, energetically, just for overall healing and transformation, physical healing and transformation. Okay, and then we have a code 2, and it's a green one. It looks like this. Okay, so we're bringing that energy, those frequencies, sending those out now. Asking that it help with wholeness as well. Okay, and then there's a 3rd one here. That's more of a purple. So it looks like that if you're watching. And I'm sending these out. These are by Brian DeFlores of LightQuest International. So that's where I get these from. And I just am able to send out the energies, the frequencies of these. Infusing them for you now. The other one I was guided to is this one here. And it is Atlantis Returns, Royal Seal, symbol of New Atlantis. It's perfection of mind, body, and spirit. So that's what it looks like if you're watching. Okay, I'm going to send that out now. Sending that out now. And this one is also, this is Atlantis Returns Energy Healing symbol, and it's for healing and rejuvenation. So this is what it looks like if you're watching. I'm going to send this out now. And just to help everyone ground those energies that are coming in, grounding the energies, I have one here that's called Balancence, and it's for stability and grounding. And it's very pretty. It's got flowers and things on there. So I'm going to send the energies of that out to help with grounding, just bubbling everyone in grounding energies for wholeness and grounding. Sending that out now. Okay. So let me see where everybody's at as far as wholeness now overall. This is just an average, okay? So it was at a 5.8, so where are we at now? .6, okay? So I'm just going to ask that continue to go into wholeness. See if we can get that up higher by the end of the show. We got just a couple of minutes left. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for guidance to see what's coming in that will help us, everyone here, with any and all areas that you've got going on. What guidance is coming in for everyone? And this is kind of what I was guided to do before I did the wholeness. Within the past couple of days, it was coming up, and it was spiritual quest. So it's about spiritual growth, spiritual quest, searching for what works for you as far as spirituality goes, whatever it is for you, just assisting you in that area. So let's just bring in those energies. Bringing in those energies any and all spiritual, like I said, growth, allowing these energies to come in. I'm getting that, like the spirit access portal, which allows your spirit to be fully in your body. Let's open and clear that up now. That's going to help with wholeness as well. Okay, clearing that out now, opening that up, allowing your spirit to be fully in your body, accepting that, knowing that that's safe, that it's possible, bringing that in now. Okay, balancing out, doing like a brain balance, balancing out those brain chemicals, hormones, balancing those out now. Just aligning and balancing, bringing into wholeness, aligning with wholeness now. Okay, so where are we at now? 9.9. That's pretty good out of 10, okay? So go back and watch this again if you want to continue to work on being in that wholeness, continuing with any and all balancing, continuing with any and all alignments, and also capacity to love came up. So I'm just gonna be sending out those energies to everyone, okay? So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all again here next week. And like I said, check out my website, my Facebook page, and also my YouTube channel. I've got all of my videos there, and I will see you all next time, okay? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Asia, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now, back to A1R on the air. Psychic Talk Radio, now on Moonstruck TV, enlightening television.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what part of the world you're in. It's Terry Lynn Boyle. I'm the Vancouver Island medium here with you to spend another Tuesday night. And welcome to beautiful Vancouver Island. Here we are. I'm out on the deck. The weather is gorgeous. The sun is shining. Well, it's actually coming down a little bit now, but you know, it's still absolutely beautiful out here, and I love where I live and I love my life. So, one thing I want to start out with today, first I want to apologize because I know that they ran a rewind of my a rerun of my show last week because I was on holidays and had planned on doing my show from beautiful Tofino on the other side of the island, and I kind of got into holiday mode and forgot what day it was, and I just completely didn't show up. So my apologies to my amazing, wonderful, and the beautiful Constance, and also to Dave, who is that wonderful voice that you hear back there that goes, and now it's time for Terry Lynn Boyle. Yeah, that's Dave. Anyway, my apologies to both of them for last week, and to you for having to listen to a rerun. I do apologize. But it was my anniversary, and I was on holidays, And I can come up with all kinds of excuses to justify it, but I won't, okay? I have had a very, very good holiday, graduation and visitors and trips to Texas, and just it's been wonderful. So I'm very grateful for all of that. As many of you know, I own a store called the Amethyst Forest. And during the winter, that's probably where I do my show from, because it doesn't have the pretty backdrop and it's cold outside in the winter, so I don't want to be out there on the deck. Makes sense, right? Anyway, we've had a bit of a challenge over the last 2 or 3 weeks. We had the theft of a beautiful, about probably 7-inch high and big round, about probably 10 to 15 pounds Labradorite Buddha head. And someone just came into the store and distracted us, and the other guy took it and ran out the door. And also a rose quartz, it's kind of Indian skull, which was hand carved also, very beautiful things. So I guess I only say this because this has been quite a challenge for me. I don't understand how people can do these things. I'm very generous with my time, with the things that I have in the store. And for someone to, I don't know, I don't get it. So what I am trying to do, I guess what I'm trying to get through right now, is just trying to find the gratitude in it and trying not to despise these people, because really I want to despise them. But that's not going to make me any better. It's not going to help me out. It's not going to raise my vibration. So all I know is that I am trying to deal with the fact that their karma is on them. And then I thought, well, maybe this is my karma, and I was a bad person in the last life. And so this is supposed to happen to me. And I decided that's not true. So it just didn't feel right. So karma will get them, okay? But when you're out and about, I want you to think about the other people in the world. And I want you to be kind to them, no matter what the circumstances and no matter what the situation. How people treat you is on them, and how you react to it is on you. So the best thing to do is to make sure that you're the one that's being kind and not stealing the Buddha head or whatever it is. How people treat you is on them, and how you react to it is on you. So I keep telling myself this, and I keep telling myself that karma will be theirs. So, oh no, wait, it's all going to be good. The store's doing great. We're not going anywhere, and my Buddha skull will probably, I figure what they're going to do is just take my Buddha skull and put it on my doorstep, and I'll walk up one day, and there it will be. And that's what Chris thinks, too. She's my manager. And the Peanut Gallery. Hello, Chris. Hi. Say it louder. Hi. Okay, that's better. Okay. And you've had a good week.
I've had a great week.
She's
my
had a
girls
great week.
are home.
Yay! Big shout out to Desiree and Brooklyn. They are Chris's girls, and they had been staying with her mom in Edmonton until she got settled. And here you go. Now she's here with her girls and happy as can be, and it's just one big happy family, and I'm happy too to meet them, and it's just great. Yay! So, let's go on to a caller now, because I think I've rambled on quite a bit, haven't I? Have I? I have? Yeah. I know it's very out of character for me to ramble, but any of you that listen to my show, oh wait, I do have shout out. Cody, hi, that's my nephew in Texas. Oh, beautiful Whitney in Arkansas and little Jace, hi, if you're listening. Oh God, my sister Janine, hi Janine. I guess that's all. I'm not that popular, I guess. I'm just kidding. I know, because Misty wants to talk to us, and Misty is from Hesperia, California. Am I saying that right, Misty?
Yes.
I am? Good. And where is that?
It's near the beach. It's like, I live like an hour and a half away from like Huntington Beach.
Oh, from Huntington Beach. Okay,
Yeah.
I have been there. It's very, very lovely. And you have some very pretty lifeguards too. Just saying.
Oh.
Of the male version. So, And you're having lovely weather and everything is fabulous and good. And how can I help you tonight, Misty?
Yes, very hot here. I would love to connect with my loved ones that have passed.
Okay. Your mom's mom has passed?
No.
Who's the one that you didn't call Grandma? You called her something. Did you? Is there a like in Canada we say Nona a lot because they have a lot of Ukrainians.
I called my great grandma Grandma Ann.
Okay, that's who it is. Because she's telling me, and is this on your mom's side though?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because the first person I pick up, it's a grandmother figure on your mother's side, but you didn't call her grandma. It was a different name. So
yeah.
And she died. You were young, obviously. I feel not just because I'm psychic. It makes common sense that you were young because she was your great grandmother, and you're not 5 years old. So, so you were young when she passed, and she wants to know that. Do you have a daughter?
Yes.
She was. Is there what? Pardon me.
I have two daughters.
Oh, okay, but the oldest one, or maybe the youngest one. Did you name one of them a similar name to what she's named? Like, is their middle name?
No.
Where's their middle name from? What is the middle name got to do with her, or is it your middle name?
I was actually born on the same day as she was. We share the same birthday.
It's something that was the same, and that's it. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Because she tells me that you're very much like her, and she also says that you she says that she's very proud. This is why I asked about the daughter, because she told me that she's very proud of the way that you raise your daughters, because you do it your way, not how everybody else thinks you should.
Yeah.
And you've gotten into a little bit of trouble like this, because you're very adamant about, no, they're not going to do that. No, I don't want them to do that, so they're not going to. But it's good for them. Not in my eyes, it's not. So I'm not going to do that. So she says that she's very proud of you for sticking up for your daughters the way that you do. And the youngest one, she says, she looks exactly like you did as a child.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. She says that she also will have the attitude of your teenage years, except she's saying she's going to be like you, but not quite that bad, so you have a good one. And I don't mean that you were a bad teenager. You know what I mean, because she's saying it to me, to you, right? You had a few challenging years in your teenage life, shall we say?
Yes.
And we'll leave it at that. And also now, okay, I have a male energy here, but I feel like it's a younger male. And actually, it could be a female that had a bit of masculine energy.
I have two friends that passed away. They were brother and sister.
Okay. There is a lot of love there for you. I want to start crying right now, and usually what I do is I take on their emotions, right? And I just want to start crying because but I don't feel sad. I feel a lot of joy. Like I get to talk to you, yay, kind of thing, and it's been a while. And why did they say they're stupid? What is the stupid comment? I'm not sure about this.
I don't know.
Is it like is there like one of those shirts that says, I'm with stupid with the finger pointing? Does that mean anything?
No, I don't know. They were like goofballs, though.
Okay, because they're just, I feel like they're very, very goofy, and it's like they would wear that shirt that goes, "I was stupid," you know, and no, you're not. I am, you know, and very big practical jokers. You find a lot of dimes laying around. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
So do you find a lot? Okay. Do you find a lot of dimes lying around?
I do, but I always think they're my kids.
No, honey, they're not. Those are your two friends. Okay? They just want you to remember the good times that you had. And even though you were young, it's still, they say that we were partiers, man. We partied, you know, and it's I don't know. I almost want to go back to the Garth Brooks, or not Garth Brooks, Garth and Wayne and Garth, the, you know, party on, dude. You know, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael was like that.
Yeah, that's where I want to go with this, and it was always just fun just to be around him, and he hated for anybody to be upset or crying. So he says there were times that he had to make you laugh. But he says that it was never hard to make you laugh, though. Did you date him? Did you two kind of have like maybe you didn't date, but you liked each other or something? Was there a little thing between the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because he keeps telling me how pretty you are, and that you have, but you've grown into a beauty. And he says in your old age. So. Anyway, so we've got about 2 minutes left here, Misty. Is there something specific you'd like to know or anything?
I was wondering, like, I found some pictures. Like, I just got married last year, and I seen like some of the pictures, and I was just wondering, like, who was at my wedding.
Do you know someone named Mary that's passed? Or Marie, Mary, Marie? It could be a middle name. I feel like she has like curly, not curly, but brown hair, probably about this length, maybe in a shag, and about shoulder length in a shag, and I believe she passed from cancer. Mm-hmm. Or she was there, and also and I don't know what the relationship is with you, but with her, but she feels very close to me, to you, and she felt that she needed to be in some of the pictures, and that's what she did. So
I have to think who it is, because I don't know.
and I keep getting like a Mary, a Marie, M.A., Margaret, something along those lines. And also, I know your great-grandmother was there. Who is there, a Carol or a Carolyn?
I don't think so.
I don't know. That name just came into my head, so I needed to ask. But your great-grandmother was there for sure on your mother's side. On your dad's side, do you have an aunt that's passed?
I have an uncle, but not an aunt. And my grandma, too.
Pardon me?
And a grandma, too.
And your grandma on your dad's side also?
Yeah.
You had 4 females that were there that have passed over, and there was 2 males that were there. One of them is it's like a father figure, but I don't feel it's your dad. I want to say that maybe your dad had a best friend that had passed away.
His brother.
Okay, or an uncle. It's something who was close to your dad. He was there, and then I've got all kinds of names coming into my head, and I'm not sure why. I get an Ed and a Ralph for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure who the other second man was that was there. And then the women, your great-grandmother was there, and then your grandmother on your dad's side's passed. She was there. And then I believe the friend that the brother and sister that we just had, no. I don't know, maybe. I can't really tell. So, but yeah, that's who was there. And those are the beautiful, like, it's almost like I see like a light, like a ray of light coming down, and I see little orbs. So look into the different pictures and count how many are there. Okay, because I think there was a total of 6 spirits. No, there was more than that. But anyway. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Misty. You have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for calling in.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye, love.
Okay, bye.
Oh, always fun to talk to people all around the world. California, let me see. Who else have I talked to? Scotland, Australia, New Zealand. Woohoo, everywhere. I've been everywhere, man, on the radio. Anyway, next we have, Tiffany in Dallas, Texas. Are you there, Tiffany?
I'm here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How is Dallas? Very hot.
Oh, yeah. But it's nice, though. It's a nice place to visit. You should try it sometime.
I was there 3 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
I lived in Texas for 15 years. So I lived up in Amarillo.
Awesome.
I went to Texas Tech in Lubbock. So,
awesome.
But I flew into Dallas and rented a car and drove up to Amarillo. And I tell you what, when I opened up the door and walked out of the airport, I felt like I walked into an oven. Okay. This Canadian girl melts. So it was a little...
Oh, yeah. You're not used to that weather, huh?
Yeah, I just wish I could pick the parts of my body that would melt. So, how can I help you tonight, Tiffany?
Well, seeing if you have messages for me, or, I mean, I think I'm overcoming some emotional challenges, and I just want to know if I'm going to continue to get better, and if I can eventually get off of Zoloft and stuff. Will I get better? I don't know, and any other messages you have.
Okay. So I feel that you have a lot of chaos around your life, and it's around your head kind of thing, right? So the one thing that I really want you to do, I feel like you've really been working hard to calm things down a bit. So continue doing that. Are you meditating?
Yes, I am. I need to do more, but I am doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But even 5 minutes a day, honey. Just go out and sit for 5 minutes and, listen to nature, which, in Dallas, I don't know if you're in town or out of town, but, you hear lots of vehicles. That's fine. Let those sounds come to you, okay? Just sit there quietly and allow sounds to come to you, okay? And think about yourself off of the Zoloft, okay? Off of any kind of whatever you don't want to be taking. Think about yourself in that way and how it would be if that's, what would you act like in that way? And don't think of it in a negative way, okay? It's like wanting to quit smoking.